So, when your enemy know your full potential, this is what I'm talking about. I was in 6th grade, and it was this girl. She was going to our school, but she left, so I thought it was safe. And when you are young, you pretty much have all these dreams, and you fantasize who you want to be, or how you can make yourself better, but you don't really know how to really fantasize about yourself to dream those big things. So you use someone else. This was what happened to me. I used someone else. It was easier for me to see someone else in that light versus seeing me in that light, because I couldn't see me at the time, if that makes sense. And so I visualized this girl, because she wasn't at our school no more, so I thought it was safe. Before she left, she had little pigtails, and her hair wasn't really all that long, but she always had it braided up. You can really see her length. Us black people, the shrinkage is real, so you can really see her whole length. So she always had it like kind of braided up in little pigtails, but she would hang with the popular crowd. I guess it was her personality that they liked about her. But anyways, she wasn't really much of, that big of a deal. And so in my dream, I made her have long hair. I made her have her hair pretty much stopped at her shoulders. It was straight now. It wasn't in a little piece. It was straight. And she was real pretty, and she could dress, and she got attention from everyone. That's how I wanted. Well, that's what I wanted for myself, but I couldn't really see myself. I couldn't picture myself in those shoes. So I pictured her. She was going to be my model. For me to visualize how I want my life to be, how I wish my life could be. It was a made up person, but it was using her. As I didn't have no other image, so, and that was like in the 90s. So let me tell y'all what happened. That made up person, I used her as a focal point. I used her face as a focal point. Y'all tell me why this girl came back to our school, had the same thing that I visualized her as having. She straightened her hair was at her shoulders. She was like, she could dress. Everybody loved her. They wanted to be around her. Like, yo, tell me why I manifested that for somebody else. Who thought the girl would have came back? Like, who does that? Who leaves the school and then come back? Who thought she was gonna come back? Y'all, I knew this girl full potential of what she could be. I messed around and manifested it for her life. Ain't that crazy? That is crazy. So imagine an adult. Okay, a full grown adult knowing this. They have used you as an image to visualize what you could be. I don't know. It's scary. I get it. I only did it that one time and I ain't doing it no more because, like, for real. But after that, I started visualizing me, where I wanted to be, who I wanted to be. I started looking in the mirror that day to get that visual of me, okay? And I became all of that when I got in college. When I graduated from high school, I became all of what I wanted to be, But the point is, imagine a full-grown adult having that ability to visualize where somebody could actually be, knowing their full potential if they knew it. Okay? That is crazy. Your enemy know your full potential. They see where you could be in life. They know exactly what you could accumulate in life, what you could achieve. They know your capabilities. Like, honey, just take everything else out the picture. They know everything, and you have yet to discover it. That means they're going to do everything in their might to stop you from discovering it. They're going to do everything in their might to distract you, to pull you from it, to become your best friend if they have to. Okay? They'll become your best friend if they have to. They'll do everything. They'll lay it on the line, honey, to make sure you do not achieve it. To make sure, they gotta stay close, because they gotta now dictate your moves. They have to get in your head, girl. You gonna do that? No, I don't think that's a good idea. No, you shouldn't. They're going to gain your trust. They're going to gain your trust, and so now you trust their counsel. You trust their counsel on almost everything. Like, you think I should? What you think? You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna do everything to make sure you don't make it. They're going to make sure you don't cross that finish line. They're going to make sure of it. You want to go to school? Go to school for what? Girl, you want to pay all that money? No. That don't even make sense. Like, no. They're going to say it all. Anything you want to do big in your life, they're going to make sure you don't do it. They're going to make sure it doesn't work out for you. I had this other friend. Girl, I got some friends now. I got another friend. We did everything together. But my mom said she was a bad influence on me. She's like, that girl keep getting you in trouble. I don't like that. She keep getting you in trouble. And I'm like, Mom, that's my friend. It ain't nothing wrong. With her, whatever. Like, we're good. That's my friend. And so she's like, I don't know, Ty. I really don't know. That's a bad idea. I don't like that girl. So I'm like, I'm still hanging around her, and yeah, we do get in trouble, because she would say little stuff like, it's okay, you can do it, Again, me, okay, So as we got a little older, we were in middle school, but we was about to go to high school. That's a big thing. You know what I mean? When you in 8th grade, you about to go to the high school. That's a big thing. So next thing you know, I'm like, everybody, all the girls was trying out for band. They wanted to be a majorette. And, pretty much the majorettes were the girls who dance now in the band, the dancers. But they actually had the batons. So all the girls wanted to be a majorette. So I'm like, oh my gosh, or whatever. I don't want to be a majorette. I was a cheer girl. I love cheerleading. So even the girls who were on the cheerleading squad in middle school was trying to try for the band. Like, what are you doing? Okay. But anyways, so I wanted to be a cheerleader. And girl, it was really nobody really cheering out for cheerleading. So I'm like, okay. Like in real life, create your own lane. Quit going where everybody else is going. Create your own lane, sis. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Back to the story. So I was like, I don't want to join a band. I want to be a cheerleader. I was like, come on, girl, let's join the cheerleading squad. Ain't nobody trying out. She was like, cheerleading squad. She's like, you ain't gonna make that. She was like, that's a high school. She was like, let's do the band. Let's try out for the majorettes or whatever. And I was like, no, I want to try out for, the cheerleading squad. And it's like she knew I would make it, but she was like, no, I don't think you should. You should try out for majorettes or whatever. Let's do that. And so I was like, I had told my mom, I was like, hey mom, can I try for the cheerleading squad? And she was like, I don't know, Ty, because I be working and stuff. It may not work with my schedule. I don't think that's in the plans right now. And I was like, Mom, I just want to try out. I might not even make it. Just saying little stuff like what my friend was telling me. She was like, wait a minute, let me tell you something. She was like, I don't care what you do in life. If you gonna do it, do your best at it. Y'all, that stuck with me for the rest of my life, okay? That stuck with me for the rest of my life. She said, don't count yourself out. You let other people count you out. You let other people count you out all day. But do not count yourself out. Okay? So, y'all, that goes for like... We're gonna get back to that. But anyways, she don't count yourself out. So I was like, okay, fine, okay. So she was like, go ahead and try out. So I did. So I was like, I told my homegirl, I was like, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and try out anyways or whatever. I was like, you could do what you want to do, whatever. Because, I mean, that's when I realized we're going to be parting our ways, you know what I mean? And I was okay with it. It's like I'm finding my power now, you know what I mean? I surrounded myself with positive, influential people at the time, which was my mom and my sister, and I did that. But at the same time, I still had her in my ear every day, but I still had my strength, my backbone. So I was like, okay, I was finding my power. I was like, no, I'm going to do my own thing and go ahead for the cheerleading squad. Tell me why she decided to try out for the cheerleading squad too. But I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, I didn't think nothing else about it, and so we both tried out. It was just us two and this other girl from the middle school trying out. Only 3 girls from the middle school tried out. Everybody else was flocking to majorette. Like, everybody. So, it was just us 3. Y'all, I tried out. I gave it my all. And guess what? Your girl made it. And my friend ain't so much. She was so mad, y'all. She ain't be my friend. She stopped calling me. She stopped she stopped coming by. She stopped talking to me. She stopped sitting by me on the bus. Girl, let me tell you. Okay? Like, her plan did not work. Okay? It didn't work. It failed. It flopped. It got ruined. It was no more she could do with this project. Okay? So she got to move on. Her plan did not succeed. Like, I made the cheerleading squad and she knew it was over. I was the only freshman on the cheerleading squad my freshman year. And you want to know all those girls who went out to try out for the band, the majorettes? They only picked like maybe one. No, they picked 2 people, I believe. I'm not even sure. I don't even know, child. I don't even know if they got picked. I'm not even sure. I don't even think they had nobody representing for freshmen on the majorette. On the band as far as majorettes go. But during pep rallies, all them girls that didn't like me, including my best friend at the time, had to see me front and center in the freshman section cheering us on. Like, don't play with me, okay? At the end of the day, I had to find my power. I had to understand my own potential. But at the same time, I'm letting y'all know the enemies know your full potential. And they'll do anything and everything to stop y'all at all costs. So in life, don't count yourself out. You let everybody else count you out. Don't count yourself out. You all you got, okay? You're all you got. So you want to do your best at everything you decide to do. Okay? Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody get in your head and say, no, girl, I don't think so. But if God planted in your heart to do so, baby, you better do it. And when you do it, you better do it right. Come all the way, okay? Like, you a whole